things. My dreams are coming true, so it's making me a little spooked out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like all the stuff I dreamed all these years is happening like back to back, and it's freaking me out a little bit. So every time y'all say something, I think about it, something that God has told me, or something that I dreamed, or something that's in my journals, and it's like it kind of takes my breath away sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you gotta think for a long. Look how long I had to bear this weight, y'all. I've been telling people since I was young certain things, and people don't believe me, and then it start happening, and then they act like I can't see. I don't like that. I don't. It's not. Hey, I don't like it. I know why you back over here. You know what I'm saying? I be knowing, and people be weird, and it's just it be a lot. I have to deal with a lot of stupid stuff. Ever since you started your time and date stamps over here, it's pretty spooky, right? So imagine living it, Tay. Imagine seeing it from the time you was little until now in your dreams. Every time you, I'm thankful that God does not allow me to dream that much, because I dreamed for a good 35 years straight every night, and it was not pretty stuff. It was always about the end of the world. I told y'all, two of my friends told me. Well, one friend told me I was macabre. The other friend, not friend, my ex-husband was like, all you think about is negative all day. I said, bro, do you understand I'm telling you my dream? I can't control my dreams. But then what would happen is he would get in his truck and go to work. And while he was in that big old semi every day, whatever his wife just told him at 2:30 or 3:30 in the morning, within 24 hours would be on the radio, or somebody would be talking about it, or it would be on the news in the lunchroom at his job. And then it's, oh, babe, that's crazy. Remember you said, get off my phone. Get off my phone. So I think I'd be a little bit irritated because people don't believe what I say. I mean, you ain't got to believe me. You do what you want to. But when you've been around me and you didn't seen that we talk about stuff, and I mean, how long do it take? And then you want to keep making me feel like I'm crazy or something wrong with me because you don't know. Get the hell in my face. And then when the stuff start happening, it's, hey, no, fakey, go away. Remember what you said? I wrote it down because you made me feel some type of way. And I told my daddy about it. And do. Because he be the only person I can talk to a lot of times about how I really feel about people. I ain't even gonna lie to him. I tells him the truth. They get on my nerves. I don't like it. Do they think I can't see? If I could tell you what was gonna happen before it happened, you don't think that God told me about you? I know people don't believe that God has given me certain gifts, and I really don't care. I've been living with him for almost 44 years, Lord willing, my birthday. It don't matter what you believe. I got proof. And now I don't just have my journals. I have almost 900 videos where God will have me speak something out of my mouth. And in less than 2 years, almost all of it has came true. I'm not up here prophesying cars and houses. And I live a very, very simple life. There is no extravagance in my life. I don't care to have it because I understand that it's a ruse to keep you from paying attention to what really be going on in the world. It's a ruse to keep you blinded, rosy colored glasses. And I ain't never been able to see through them. So I done always took them off. And this is why people don't like circle around, because who about to be walking around with this in my stomach? No, I don't want that. That means somebody in here fake or don't like me or something. I can feel it. And I ain't about to be here, honey. See, y'all don't listen to y'all stomachs, but I listen to man's. That'd be my daddy like, get up, go, move. They not who they say they is. No, the vision I showed you or that thought you had, that was me telling you. You heard me. God gave us intuition. He gave. Let me tell y'all what I always ask for. And if now, listen. Ooh, I gotta take my chewy out. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I know how it be. Sorry, we cousins. It don't matter. I can dig my chewy out in front of y'all. Anyway, Um, yeah. One of the things that I started praying for when I was in church, and I burp in here. The only thing I poop, but I ain't farted in front of y'all. But it's coming. I don't care about none of that. I grew up in a house with 3 boys. If you don't like a chick that want to let her booty breathe, I'm not gonna be able to be around you anyway. Cause I'm a girly girl when I need to be, but when I'm not, I'm not. I scratch like a nigga, burp like a nigga, and fart like a nigga. You hear me? I think on the inside parts, I can potentially be a little male. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas be like, you ain't got no nuts. What is you grabbing? Oh shoot, you right. Sorry about that. So I like, cause when I had to stop myself. When I got married, my husband told me, my ex-husband, he said, you don't have nuts. I said, oh. He said, but every time you start talking to me, you grab them. And do. Because somebody got to pick their nuts up around here. Guess it's going to be me. I'm trying to tell you. That's because my brothers, when I used to call them, kind of say, nigga, get your nuts up, nigga. Hold on. This is how they used to talk to me. So when I be talking to men, I have to remember they not my brothers because I talk to you. I told you I was the homeboy. I was the pretty homeboy. I kid you not. Chicks used to be mad. Girl, these is my brothers, girl. And they would be my homeboys. But girl, you can have all of them. Hell, take your time. Take your turns. I don't want neither one of these niggas. They use me as bait for y'all. All jokes aside, I hate to say it, ladies. It's the truth. I'm going to tell you now. They paid for my drinks in the club. Had me taking pictures with them. I'm their sister. Not my real brothers, but my homeboys. Well, what's going to happen? You see the chick that's cute. Now, the slimy chicks is on them. Well, that was they plan in the first place. Because you think I got something here. This is my homeboy. I do not. He paid for my way in here and all my drinks and all my pictures. Wait for y'all. Mm-hmm. And I'm about to go home and get in the bed by myself and go to sleep. This is a business deal. Listen. I was the homeboy, part of the plan. Promise you. You said you was a homie too? Yeah. Because this is the thing. Backdoor women always think they getting something. It's a thrill to them to take something that don't belong to them. So then they easy to bait. It's easy to set a trap. Easy. You heard me? It's very easy. You gotta, if you study people, you'll learn. You ain't gotta go through all that. Mm-hmm. And that's the sucky say that way to be. But when you a backdoor type person, you always gonna be easy. Listen, especially to a person that pay attention. You ain't. I pay attention to when you move. If this nigga move, if you move, if he go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. You think I'm not looking at you? I'm watching you in the mirror. I see you all in this nigga face. I worked in a club, baby. I worked in a club. What you mean? I'm watching everything and ain't watching nothing at all. You hear me? I'm watching the dope. I always say it. Listen, who ain't about to be? Mm-mm. I've been out in this world too long by myself, y'all. And I'm serious. 11 years old. 11. How many of y'all got a baby that's either right at 11 or close to 11 or just left 11? Anybody got a baby that's like 9 to 12 years old? Raise your hand. Please. You do? Okay. Could you imagine telling your baby to pack one bag and telling them to leave your house right now with no phone? Wasn't no Uber back then. It was payphones. Okay, could you imagine telling your baby to leave and not come back? What would your child do? Where would they live? Do you think they can make it out here by themselves right now? In this world right now, do you think they would make it? Your 12-year-old, I give them 12. Your 12-year-old. Do you think if you told them take one bag and leave, no phone, no nothing, that they would be able to make it? You said, oh, no way, all mine would be lost. They would be all the way lost, huh? No, no, no. Don't say that, Jennifer, because this is a learning moment. I'm about to show y'all something. Girl, this was in 1992. They didn't, 1991, they didn't have no damn child endangerment in 1991. You can beat your kids in front of the police. The police will turn around and be like, that's what they get. Let's go. You better hope that the police is kind of trying to police. Disrespect the parent. The police back then, they didn't give a damn, but they'll beat you up. And they'll take you home and take you to your, drive you by all your people's house because they knew them. I would not be who I am today. You're right. That's where I'm going with this. So, when I tell y'all that all I've ever had is God, that all I've ever had is God, you hear me? Who is Lord Jesus? It's weird people out here. Since 11 years old, that's all I've ever had, right? So, when I be telling y'all about my faith, it didn't start as an adult. It did not start as, my faith started, it started before that. But for sure, I had to start exercising my faith at 11 years old when my mom told me to leave. And then she started doing stuff to where it would make me want to run away. And I love my mom. We talk now. It's cool. But I tell her I have to tell her ugly because it's my life. Right? So at 11 years old, first of all, the police was going to get called to everybody's house. So you better not harbor a runaway. So if your baby couldn't go to no family's house or no friends, because of course you know where most of your baby's friends live and their parents, where would they go? Would they know to pray and ask God to trust the houses they were going into? Would they know to ask God to help feed them and clothe them? Would they know this? Have you instilled this in your children? Because God forbid something happens to you. Because this don't just have to be a parent. It's a lot of babies that went into the pandemic with their parents and didn't leave out of it with their parents. And there was nothing set up. The kids didn't know what to do because it's, oh, I spoil my kids. I spoil my kids. Well, when you spoil things, they're rotten and, you throw rotten things out. Spoiled meat, spoiled milk, spoiled cheese, spoiled whatever. A spoiled tail. You ain't keeping that by you. You're not keeping it in your house. Spoiled seafood. You don't just keep it there. No. You're going to get rid of it. So spoiling things is not always a good thing because anything that's spoiled, you don't want it around you. Like bad, spoiled kids. The spoiled kid always really get treated worse, whether y'all know it or not. By the people on the outside that don't care to spoil them, people will ignore them on purpose because they're so used to getting all the attention from you. And you let them act a certain way, and so then they do get abused when you're not around. And it might not be physical abuse, but their teacher will ignore them because they get tired and they know you. That's your little fluffy wuffy. They don't give a damn. Because you haven't taught your baby how to not be selfish and not me first. And so then even the other kids, when you see that, you know what I'm saying, they not fooling with your baby, it's, oh, they jealous. No, your kid is a hellion and nobody wants to deal with them. Can y'all worry? Listen here. Y'all worried about the wrong things. Y'all in my business. What I tell you about that? What I tell you? It don't matter if it is or not. What you gonna do about it? In my business, you're supposed to be right here. What I tell you? Absolutely not. It's not okay. Love y'all. We not. That's not what we're talking about. Stay focused. You hear me? Love y'all. Back to what I was saying. When you spoil your children, don't nobody want to deal with them. We just talked about that yesterday. Love y'all. Don't worry about it. Listen, y'all. Y'all want to know the honest to God truth? I do not like people in my business, and I know I know y'all know. But to the new people, I'm not the normal YouTuber, TikToker person. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I want to tell you, but if I don't, you hear me? I don't want her around me. Who are you talking about me while you on my page? Oh, you talking about somebody baby. Oh, you talking about somebody kid. Okay. You hear me? So anyway, back to what I was saying. When you spoil your children and feel like everybody is supposed to treat them like you treat them, then when they go out into the world, you put a target on their back. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you. And this is why when I told you, when I was younger and when I was out in the streets and I would go home or I'd go by my mama's house and people would go into my mother's house, they would look at me like this. Now, we've been cool up until this point. We ain't had no problems. I'm the homie. We good. And then you go to my mama house. This one I could take. This one do that. And now it's the little white girl, the little rich girl, the little girl that got the little. Wait a minute. I've been cool this whole. See, this is the problem. Why when I don't care for people to know what I have. Oh, she used to play the violin and she went to gymnastics. Quit telling people that. Stop. You already know that they not going to see that. That's your fantasy of what you want. And I did do it. But that ain't what I want people to see me as. Oh, she could have been a doctor. She could have been a lawyer. I sent her to the best schools. Okay, cool. But guess what? That ain't where I'm at. My heart is for the people. And so I quit taking people to my mama house with all the grand things in it. And it didn't have to look like much on the outside, but when you step down in that bad baby, and that was the thing, she don't want nobody kicking her door open. So it don't matter what it looks like on the outside, but on the inside, baby, you would never, ever, ever, ever guess that it would be that in there. And people always, right, let's go. I gotta hurry up and get in my room and get out of here. Come on. I don't want to be in here that long. This place makes me uncomfortable. I gotta get out of here. It gives me anxiety. You hear me? I don't care about no pretty place because there's horrible things that go on in pretty places. I don't care about all of the bells and whistles because I've seen it all the way up to the top and all the way down to the bottom, baby. It be horror stories in them beautiful houses. Way more abuse than what you think just because the hell. Because they got money, they can cover it up better. And people wouldn't think that that's what's going on over there. They don't believe, oh, you're just a spoiled kid. And you should be happy your life is blah, blah, blah. Get out of here. Is anybody listening? I'm screaming to the top of my lungs, telling y'all that this is not a safe environment for me. I'm probably not going to make it to 15 if I stay here. I'm going to be dead. Somebody, and they're going to find a way to cover it up. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not going to live. They gonna say I just came up missing. I ran away. They gonna unalive me in here. Somebody help me. Not they, one. But I understand that God was teaching me at a very young age to fight spiritual battles, and I didn't even know. I could hear my mother coming down the street in her car, and my heart, but God was teaching me to pay attention to what's on the outside. Don't be, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years old. I knew when she was coming. I'll go in there and make sure everything perfect. She ain't even, she got probably about 2 minutes till she get in this house. 3. Because she gonna sit in the car for a minute. I knew my mama like clockwork. I had to. It's like a woman that's been in an abusive relationship. She know what's gonna set him off. She don't, certain days you don't say certain stuff. And that's why I tell people sometimes y'all be preparing y'all kids for abusive relationships, to be treated as whores and whoremongers and all of this stuff. Oh, all the hoes gonna be on my son. Why would you want the hoes to be on your son? Hoes cause people a lot of trouble. You would want him to be with a respectable young woman that he can build with. All the hoes gonna be on my son. Hoes cause trouble. Hoes get men sent to jail. Hoes tear their car. I mean, I'm for real. This is what happens here. The kind of hoes y'all talking about, the buckethead hoes, not the high price, but then they cause trouble too, because they exposing folks, make people lose all their money and stuff and their careers and stuff. They don't give a damn, and they on to the next one. And these stupid fools keep up. Oh yeah, I want her. The girl that just ruined his whole career, marriage, and got you want her, right? Ain't nobody think of it. Amen. The one that say she done burned 15 people, but you want her. You right. You right. Y'all are so smart. I see why they made y'all our icons. I didn't let my kids watch and listen to none of that. And they be looking at their friends like this. Girl. Mm-mm. Mom, I'm about to go home. I don't know what they doing over here, but baby, this is not for me. I said, you act like your mama. This is the thing. We didn't all had our times. We've all, but you better be training these kids. You better be training these kids, because you never know what's going to happen. And this is why I go so hard on the parenting, because I had parents, but I didn't. I had people to protect me, but it wasn't my blood family most times. It was strangers that God allowed me to meet, and they was like, man, I don't understand why you act like this. Don't make no sense. And they would protect me. They would protect me. I didn't even know. God would put people around me that I didn't even know was watching me and was like, nah, she not like that. And let a nigga try to, bro, back up. I promise you, you don't want this. And I'm like, where you come from? In the craziest places, God always gave the craziest nigga to protect me. The one everybody is scared of. And I'm talking crazy to the nigga. Don't even know who he is. He like your little feisty self. I'll bust you in your head, nigga. They said, where you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you? You are an interesting person. I'm 12, 13 years old, put a fat on it. And like, hey, you ain't never thought about this? Hey, you need to watch him. They're like, yeah, you come sit right here by me. You come sit right here. Don't move. What you want to drink? Well, it's been a long day, so I'm 13. Just go on and get me, I don't know. I didn't really like beer. What did I used to drink? I used to drink, that nasty mess. Mad Dog 2020. The OGs took care of you too. Yeah, because this is the thing. A lot of people out in the street didn't want to be out there. Some of them did. Some of them did, but some of them were forced because of their parents' decisions in one way or another. Listen here. And so then when they saw that I was basically probably in the same situation they was in, we formed the families. And people looked out for me, and I looked out for them. But I said that to say this. When you don't prepare your children for every kind of situation, you you do them a disservice because you don't know if you're always going to be there. With everything that's going on right now, you don't know. So when you don't prepare your children to, like, it was situations I was in, I know they was about to try to do me dirty. But my relationship with God, even in those moments, he'll say, get up, go to the bathroom, and go outside. Sit on the porch for 5 minutes, and then say you about to walk around the corner real quick. And somebody will come days later and say, man, I don't know how you knew, but they was about to do this, or they was thinking about doing that, or the police ran up in there and this and that. It used to just be crazy, and I like always get by the hair on my chinny chin chin, honey. I used to be like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Ah, Dad, I love you. So back to what I was saying about teaching your children about a relationship with God, teaching them about prayer. Like, it's I didn't get my faith from church. That's not where I found my faith. I found my faith when that man kidnapped me and I wanted to get out of that house. And I prayed for 3 days. I was in the belly of the beast for 3 days, y'all. This nigga had me in there. There's bars in there and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, you hear me? How am I going to get out of here? And God let that other man knock on the door. And he left that bad baby unlocked, baby. And I tailed it out of there. I was like, well, get this good old knife here. That nigga run up this time, boy. He about to catch some of the days you didn't put me through. You heard me. For real. And I was a kid. I was 14 years old. So, but think about this. Had I tried to fight that man back, had I have not been smart in my thinking, I would not be here, y'all. I had to stay quiet, pay attention. When he made me go in the kitchen and wash them dishes, I made sure I strategically placed that knife in the place. He wouldn't let me put no clothes on. So I'm 14 years old and I'm practicing putting a butcher knife in between my cheeks, trying to walk and see how fast I can go down. You hear me? This nigga was 6'2", 6'3", had been to prison, big old cock diesel, stomach ripped up. I'm a kid. Yeah, the Tech 22, loaded. Where you running to? It was a padlock on the door. And it was bars on the windows. It wasn't the kind you unlock like this. It had a key. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about? The deadbolt where you got to take the key out on both sides to lock it and unlock it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So if he got the key in his pocket, it don't matter. You can't get that door open unless it's already unlocked. And his bars on the windows. Where are you going? If your kid got into that situation without their phone, what do you think they would do? Would they have the wits and the know-how to get away? Would they? Your 12-year-old, your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old, your 15-year-old, would they know how to survive? Not be trying to fight and do all this, because that's going to make them enraged. Will they have the strategy enough to stay alive to get away? I'm trying to tell you. And this is sometimes when I come on here and people be saying stuff like, oh, I know this or I know that. Okay, well, you know, and you'll know the place you're going to die too. You said you know where I live. I know where you're going to die. Okay. We all know something. Because everybody, what you see right here ain't all you get. Do you understand? There are some people that have been through so much trauma and they try to be nice to people so that the other side of them don't ever have to come out again, because that thing is a monster. That thing has been waiting to unleash some fire for over 40 years, from abuse and betrayal and all kinds of stuff. So people definitely have to be careful. Some people are fighting to stay on this side because the dark side been wanting them. Don't believe me? The same influence I can have in the right, I can have in the wrong. Believe it. The devil knew that. The amount of magnitude of influence that I have in the good, baby, I can have it in the bad, I promise you. And the devil knew that. So he sent certain stuff to me because he knew people paid attention. I'm trying to tell you what I know. If it wasn't for my godmother, I don't know. She said, baby, the devil wants you bad. He's willing to give you anything you want. And this woman been with me for 20 years. She said, every time. I said, Mama, this is why people make me mad, because they don't know. When I was homeless, it was by choice. Because everything that I could ever want is always offered to me. I had to make a choice. Stars been in my face a long time. Rich people been in my face, richer than y'all know, for a long time. A long time since I was this high. I've turned down more things than people could dream about because I said, Somebody just offered me a $1.3 million house not even a month ago. A person that knows me well said, you want to live here? And I said, no. You want to know what's crazy? The last time I was in a crazy situation, he offered me another 7,000 square foot house. And I didn't even have my own outside the top. I lived in a hotel. And I said, no, don't want that. And my friends, I said, you crazy, girl. I ought to be in it. I ought to be in it. And I said, I know. But this world's treasures are not treasures to me. You hear me? They not treasures to me. They cost too much. You hear me? I choose to walk. I choose to let my car stay broke. I choose. It keeps me humble. Because I know what the devil want to give me. I already know, and I don't want it. It ain't the first time. Listen, y'all will not believe. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't want nothing he got to offer. I don't want anything. And so then you make a sacrifice to live a different way. But you have to work at it every day because he don't go away. He know what I like. He know exactly what I like. He know exactly what you like. Because him and his homeboys been studying you for a very, very long time. They know when you down. They know when you almost broken, because spirits have to know, because that's how they're going to get in. You hear me? They pay attention to us. We don't pay attention to us. And once you learn everything that God is trying to give you is much better, and it comes without all the BS, you will walk the harder road. It's more beneficial. I'm trying to tell you. Because you can live in a beautiful prison, Beyonce. You can live in a beautiful prison. I do understand that. I know it well. Where your every move is. Well, I told y'all this man had cameras in my house. He had people watching me. I went to Walmart thinking I'm shopping. A man came up, tried to talk to me. I said, no, I got a friend. He was like, okay. I get home and this same man is sitting on my couch in the apartment I just moved in the city I ain't never been to. I just moved here. I don't know nobody. And the same man that tried to talk to me in Walmart, when I got home and put my stuff in there to go in my house, he was sitting on my couch. with the guy that I said, he said, oh, I just want to make sure. He paid people to come and try to talk to me. He paid people to follow me. He put plants in my beauty school to watch me. Paid the maintenance man to keep giving him keys to my house when I kept getting the locks changed. Had a master key to my car, so I wake up, get ready to go to school or whatever. Go outside, my car gone. Trying to tell you. So when people play and say stuff on the internet, you don't know what a person has been through more than one time. And my friends know because they were scared for me. This is the person that when I crossed over the Albuquerque border to go to Arizona, called my phone and said, okay, I see you made it to Albuquerque. The moment I crossed over, when it says, welcome to Albuquerque, he called my phone and said, all right. How did you know that? And he had a tracker on my car. Forgot he had a spice store. Forgot the nigga had a spice store. I forgot he told me in the beginning. It was pins in my house. He could hear every conversation, everything. He knew everything. 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 And y'all wonder why I don't want to date. Hell no. Nope. The Chronicles of CERCA. I'm trying to tell you. This life been crazy. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's some crazy people on this planet, and I seem to run into all of them. I seem to run into all the crazy people, I promise. I'll be like, Jesus. Okay. This is where we going right here. So understand sometimes, y'all, when I see stuff, when I hear stuff, when I'm feeling stuff, I don't want no sympathy or none of that. But I do want y'all to be aware. I be wanting y'all to be aware of these dangers. So when y'all throwing y'all kids and acting all crazy, you better know what's going on with them because the world want them. But they don't want them for the same reasons. Thank you so much, Punky. But this is the thing because I want y'all to love on my babies. And I'm grateful that I went through. I tell my mama now I wouldn't change our life for nothing because I've been able to help thousands and thousands. Way before I ever did TikTok, I was able to help thousands of people. No joke, with me and my mama's story. Men and women, all kinds of people. Red, black, green, yellow, all of them. With me being out in the world and in a way, I've been able to help so many people. Like, I already know it's people here that your parenting style has changed just by hearing my stories. The way that you talk to your children, the way that you handle your children. And had I never gone through, thank you so much, had I never gone through those things, then it couldn't be a generational curse broken or some type of thing not even started because we got babies in here that ain't even parents yet. One of my nieces said, oh, auntie, when I do have kids, I'm reading this OTP to them as bedtime stories. She didn't even have her babies yet, but she like, I'm taking notes. Okay, don't do this, don't do that. Make sure if they tell me it's monsters in the room. Okay. So it's going to be a generation of babies maybe that don't have to go through a lot. But somebody had to go through the sacrifice. Somebody had to be the one that was pushed aside to see the other side of everything. And I'm okay with it because it made me strong. Right? God protected me and kept me safe. I'm not saying I didn't go through nothing, but not like it, I mean, what it should have been, it wasn't. But I understand now why he didn't let it happen that way. Because I had to be here today and all the other days that I've been here to tell my story. And this is why the word says we overcome by the words of our testimony. Other people can be set free from your craziness. And sometimes this gets really heavy for me, y'all. Knowing that all them people in California and the numbers, I think y'all kind of got a little feel of what I feel when we did them numbers last night in that class. Anybody else? It was like, oh, okay, California is about the whatever. But when you start doing the numbers and then you go and do that percentage, it changed your heart. It's like, oh my God, that's a lot of people. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. When you dig or delve deeper into situations, then you start to see the weight or magnitude of what it is. This is why I encourage y'all to do the numbers when we look at it. No, you said, oh, most of the people. Okay, but how many people was it? 9.1 million, amazingly devastating. Exactly. You hear me? So when you look at that and you see how many people can be displaced, how many people can lose loved ones, how many, I mean, it be, when I be like, okay, y'all, because I've seen in my sleep, I've seen, and now I'm seeing it in real life. All the things that I dreamed, all the things that God told me about, everything he told me, it's in the news. And I'm like, oh. It was scary when I dreamed it. Woke me up in tears. I'll be fighting. I'll be running. Because in my dreams, I'm there. I'm feeling the heat from the bombs going off. I'm feeling like whatever, I'm there. I be yelling in my sleep, crying in my sleep, talking in my sleep. My ex used to be like, ooh. But then I wake up and whatever it is that I'm talking to him about, I promise you it's about to be in the news or it's about to happen. The person I'm talking about is about to be something with them. It has not ever failed. To those of y'all that wasn't here, I bought this February 6th. It didn't get here till, January 6th. It didn't get here until January 19th. And I didn't tell y'all about it because I didn't even understand why God had me buy it. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to tell him to get this because is this for a skit or is it for real life? Because I never know when he tells me to buy stuff. Well, this is a heavy-duty rain suit, and what's happening in Cali right now? And some people was here the other day when I showed them when I bought it and when it was delivered. And it was still in the package. I had to open it and bring it in here the other day. But this is what a lot of people going to be wearing, looking for people that might have gotten washed away or things that might have got washed away in this thing. This is what we going to see here. So a month prior to what was going on, tomorrow will make a month since I purchased these. Today the 4th or the 5th. Excuse me, not tomorrow. Today's the what? What is today? Nope, yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow make a month that I purchased these. I didn't show them to y'all, but they've been here. And I showed y'all the day when I purchased them. And look at all of the devastation that's going on in California right now. Rain and water. This is the whole pantsuit. I said, this don't make no sense. Buy it. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's $38 on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Trying to tell you. He had me by it. I was like, okay, this weird. I don't know what this for. He said, just hold off. 30 days later, it makes perfect sense. Not where I am, but where people are. It's relevant. You hear me? So, all of this that I'm talking about, it seems like I might be talking in circles, but I'm not. Everything is for somebody. I just be wanting y'all to understand that my life prior to this was different. Not prior to this, but prior. It's always been, but it's always been the same too. You know what I'm saying? Like my job in circles that I go to is the same. The situations, the states, the people, that changes. But the topics I have to talk about, the things that I have to experience with people, it pretty much is always the same. They don't really know how to take me when they first meet me. You know, it'd be this period of, and then it'd be like, nah, yeah, I love her. I love her. And then some of them be like, nah, I don't love her. And then they come back and be like, well, I kind of love you a little bit. I already know why you back over here. Mm-mm. Because the stuff that start happening. Yeah, you said, yep, it was like that for me. I already know. And look at you. Stuck to me like glue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I already know, y'all. I already know. I'm not I am an acquired taste. It takes a lot to be around me. And not because I'm extra, just the magnitude of information that God allows me to impart into people. Sometimes it's overwhelming, sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's otherworldly, sometimes it's too sensitive or to the touch because it's still a situation they dealing with. You said now I love you to death and do. Mm-hmm. Same here. You hear me? But this the thing, family. You gotta be willing. And so sometimes, y'all, and I'm gonna say this again, sometimes when I get on here, it's a lot of stuff that be in my mind that God might be getting ready to have me talk about that's going on with the people here, whatever. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm mean, but it be emotional for me sometimes when y'all come and y'all say, oh, this didn't happen, and that didn't happen, and that didn't happen, and that didn't happen, and that didn't happen. That weight gets heavy. It does. Not only because of the that I care about y'all, even though a lot of us never met, but we've grown to interact with each other in different ways, y'all babies and stuff like that. And then also that it's happening. That's a heavy weight to know that like it's not getting better. Now I don't want nobody to be all in despair and stuff, but it's just like to some of y'all coming into this new, it's like, oh, okay, this is happening. But I've been seeing it over and over and over and over in my dreams, and over and over and over, and yelling at the top of my lungs, and nobody will listen. And I'm grateful that I got y'all now, but it's still happening now. Whew. That whole for such a time as this thing. Remember I told y'all for the months before I got on TikTok, it kept saying for such a time as this, and I couldn't understand. For such a time as this, for such a time as this. I was like, what does that mean? For such a time as this. Oh, for such a time as this. For such a time as people gonna need emergency stuff, and it ain't gonna be no food in the stores, and they need to get their minds connected with God, because the things that are coming are gonna be so shattering if you don't have a real foundation. You hear me? Y'all see that classified? They talk about flesh eating classified. I think that's old, but still, of enormous size with otherworldly strength. That the UN, that the government put out. Y'all seen that? Anubis Kane, you want to pay some child support? Is that it? You asking me how many kids I have? You must want to pay some child support, hun. I'll take $150 a week per kid. You can send it to tatnotplace at cashup.com. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Listen, I love y'all. Excuse me. That's what I be trying to figure out. I told y'all people get to asking questions. Oh, it's somebody that want to argue or be on some weird stuff. Go away. You're interrupting my class. How about that? How about you pay attention to what we talking about? we, moving on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. People be so random. I promise you they do. Yeah. And then, what? Go away. You asking something that ain't got nothing to do. When's the last time you had an STD? How many children have come out of my womb ain't nobody business. If I don't want to tell you, I don't even know who you are. You might be trying to come get my kids or something. Hell, I just told you I got kidnapped, and then you asking about kids. What, you got a white van over there? Leave me alone and go away. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, protect your children. Protect your children. Talk to your babies. I'm sure it's a lot of people that have learned parenting skills over here that they might not have gotten from other places. Okay? Listen. And, right. Now, what was I saying? Anyway, get your stuff together. The weight sometimes of what we know is very heavy, but the more that we depend on God and ask God to show us what's going on, He will. You hear me? He will show us. And He will guide you and He will lead you. But I do want y'all to start prepping these babies for the unthinkable. That's one of the main reasons I came on here to say what I said. Y'all have to start preparing them for the unthinkable. Do you see what's going on in all of these places? I need y'all to start preparing these babies. Okay? For the unthinkable. People about to get washed out of their homes. People are not. You hear me? It's a lot going on. And if you are not prepping your children for extreme emergencies in every area, protection was the title of your devotional today. Pretty cool, Miss Morrison. We be on point around here. Oh, I ain't talking about grown children, girl. Grown children gonna have to learn. I'm talking about these babies that's living in your house. The ones that's under your rule. Not you can't do nothing with the grown folks. No, listen, you can't do nothing with the grown folks. I'm talking about the ones with the babies that are in the younger ones. Okay, you got 10 grandkids, Pumpkin, but you can't okay, listen to me. Hear me. That's me with trying to tell my mom with all my younger siblings. How you live in the house, mama, with your baby? Danny, I'm sorry, you live in the house with your mom? Grown folks, y'all can't change. And I get it. I got grandbabies too. And if my kids ain't listening, I can't. I'm talking about the parents that got babies that you're gonna be responsible going to get from school if an emergency happens. The teenagers that live in your house. Oh, I don't say that. See, you gotta that whole you can't tell. Listen, what you speak. If you say they not gonna listen, guess what's gonna happen? Cause y'all will say, I'ma tell them something, but I already know they not gonna listen. You just spoke that. I didn't used to tell people my kids wasn't gonna listen. I said, no, they listen. They just gonna they might hear it later, but no, they listen. I stopped speaking that I know you're not gonna listen because I'm speaking that into our conversation. So then they're not gonna receive it because you spoke that they wouldn't. No, but I'm just trying to tell you that your speech could have a lot to do with that. It's okay. It's okay. But if you keep listen, this is the thing. I'm just saying a lot of my friends, I used to have to try to get this lesson through. Do you realize what you said before you said you was about to go talk to her or you was about to tell her something? I already know she gonna have an attitude. I already know I'm probably gonna have to put my hands. I already know I didn't say none of that before I was about to go talk to these kids. Cause what you speak is what you have. So you've already spoken craziness in between the interaction that you about to have with your kid. Like my ex-husband, when he used to come to me, oh, I already know you about to get mad. No, you don't, because I'm cool. I already know you about to have an attitude. Why do you keep trying to put an attitude on me? Weirdo, I said I'm cool. But now I'm about to get mad because you want some BS. That's why you think I'm going to have an attitude. But only guilty people have to feel like that. I don't have no attitude. I like talking to people. So what's up? Never mind. Because I already know you're going to have it. I'm about to go. You hear me? I'm about to go. I don't. What do you want? You didn't formed in your mind all of these things that I'm gonna say, and I'm chilling. You didn't formed in your mind that I'm having attitude. You didn't formed in your mind that I'm not gonna have any of that. Actually, what's up? You said, "Girl, that was my husband yesterday." Oh, I know how it go. Kids do it too. I already knew you was no, you didn't. That's why you should have came and asked me. You don't know nothing until you ask. You might have been going on something else. That's a completely different situation, and you formed in your mind that I was gonna do the same thing. Well, see, that's where you messed up at. Don't assume. You hear me? We got to be careful of the words that we speak, y'all. We got to be careful of what we are speaking into our situations. If your husband's not listening to you, start telling God, thank you for my husband listening. Thank you for me and my husband getting close. And I did pray these prayers, but the other person has to want to meet in the middle too. And I just realized that man was going to mess up this could have never happened if he was here. It could have never happened because I tried it. No, I didn't try this, but like I said, when I started doing the video stuff online, that part, it's okay. Um, he cut up so bad, it was crazy. Don't nobody gotta listen to you. No, you don't want to listen to me. You be mad because everybody around you listens to me, but you don't understand it. But okay, your kids listen to me. Your family be listening to me. You just don't listen to me. You said I needed to hear this today. Listen here. Mm. It's all right, baby. Well, if they don't receive it, it ain't nothing you can do about it. Give it up, girl. I'm trying to tell you. Why is you okay? I didn't already told you. I'm not doing that. I told you I'm not. Remember I said we're not talking about that no more. They making their choice. Remember I told you that. Now if you gonna sit there and mull over, oh my grandkids, oh my kids, oh my kids, then you gonna have to deal with that. I'm not doing that. They making their decisions now. They grown. You didn't tell them. They gonna have to deal with it. I got grandkids too. If their parents don't go prepared, then their kids is hit. Cause I ain't gonna be able to do nothing. If communication is out, You might not even be able to get to me. So you making your choice. I can't for you. As a parent, I try to make sure I could do, and I thought about the future. I taught you how to do that. You don't want to do it, that don't have nothing to do with me. You trying to go out and have fun because you only got one life to live, do what you going to do. But what I'm not about to do is be stressed out about something I can't control. mm, okay. I'm not about to be worried about some stuff I can't control. I love y'all, but I ain't. And at this point, if you, like I said, it's about to be people that's gonna try to guilt you into coming and letting you be in it, letting you them be at your house. Well, you got all that stuff over there, yeah, and I told you to go get it, and you would have had all that stuff over there too. You made your choice. I gotta make mine. No, because I allotted out 2 meals a day for everybody in my family. You hear me? And we don't know how long this thing is gonna last when it do start. And I'm not saying you gotta be selfish, but I'm saying they making their decisions. Everybody, God gives everybody decisions. Period. I chose to do what I was gonna do. I told you. Thought you said we have to help. What are you talking about? I'm Miss Nancy. We helping right now. At that time, you're not even gonna be able to trust your own family members. Are you getting this? If they didn't prepare, they will unalive you for your stuff. Come on now. If a person is hungry and you are standing in the way between them and some food, and they know you got it, and you didn't prep for them, those be the people that don't never prep for nothing, it's always the one that's trying to take more than they deserve when they shouldn't have anything at all. I'm not saying don't help. I'm saying you better be wise. Listen here. Leave the world behind. Come on, CJ. Period, circle, because my family went to my parents because we always had, and we had the most people. Come on. And they didn't care. They didn't care about taking out your mom and daddy's. No. And folks gonna be mad about it too. Listen. Listen. And that's not telling you not to stick by your family. But my thing is this. If I'm your family and you love me, why you don't trust me? Why you don't trust that I'm trying to make sure that you and your kids is okay? You would rather call me crazy because you don't want to think about it instead of you at least trying to go look and see what I got to say. I love you. That's what I'm telling you. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have said nothing to you. You hear me? No, this is what y'all need to be saying to y'all family members. I care about you, so I'm telling you. But I'm telling you that if you don't care about it, then I will be forced to not care what situation you are in when it happens. When you put it to people like that, they be like, wait a minute, what? Right. You're making your choice right now. I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you. You making your choice to not. And so then I will have to deal with your choice of not preparing. I'm gonna have to deal with that. And you are gonna have to deal with that. Because if it's martial law, you ain't gonna be able to leave your house anyway. So then I wouldn't be able to send you anything anyway. I wouldn't be able to help you. I'm not gonna be able to get out. And if they cut the phones, baby, we won't even be able to talk. So I won't even know what's going on with you. I won't know. I won't be able to find out. So you cannot bank on, oh, I'm going to mom or I'm going to dad or no. You need to, because if it's chaos outside, God forbid, y'all might not make it over here. Listen, come on, Nikki. That part. Working on these emergency plans. God forbid what happened. If something happened and we get a big bang threat in your city. You hear me? Do your kids know what to do? If they at home and you ran to the store and something happened, do they know what to do? Because the police and all of the emergency stuff is probably going to be going to wherever the threat is. So it ain't going to be nobody around you. You hear me? You ain't going to be able to call the police. They be busy. You ain't going to be able to call the fire or whatever. They going to be busy. So what do? That's right, Danielle. You may not be able to even, right. If the phones are out, you won't be able to use them. So they can't call you. Ooh. Do they know their way home? Think about that. All of us, mom, come get me. Okay, what if they can't text you, dad? What if they can't text you, dad, this is where I'm at? What is the plan? How do they know if the phones is out? Where is the meeting spot? Close to their school, close to their this, close to their that. Like what? Because we are we're banking on always having our phone or knowing where their location is. What if all that's gone? And the chaos is ensuing. Do they know how to get to you? What's the secret word at the door? All of that. And you don't want to think about it, but you're going to have to think about it when you don't know how to get in contact with your baby because they don't know the special meeting spot. If they can get off the school grounds and get to somewhere else, where's the next meeting spot if that one is not safe? Because we depend on being able to call the school and find out what's going on, but what if you can't? What if the cell towers is down and you have absolutely no idea if they've left school, if they got dropped off on the bus? You hear me? These are ugly things to think about, but you'd rather think about it now and get a plan now than, yeah, I'll definitely will be working on all this today because the school is right across from me. Yes. Everyone should have a safe word for their kids and grandkids. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Literally, y'all. This could be life saving and life changing. Because you do not want to be out in all the chaos if something is happening. You don't. And you don't want them to be just sitting there screaming because they don't know what to do. You won't be able to use ATMs or nothing, right? So, what do you do? Your daughter's school's across the street too. Good job. Good job. But for those that isn't, you need to teach your kids more than one way to leave school and get to the house, depending on their ages. Because if the phones don't work, you can't call no Uber. You can't do none of that. So these are all things that your kids need to know in a time of extreme emergency. They need to know how to get home. They need to, because oh, I don't want to scare my kids. Okay, well, they going to be scared when all this hell is breaking around them and they sitting in the middle of the schoolyard crying and everybody else got a plan and they sitting there. They gonna be sitting there crying in the middle of the thing, and all the other kids gonna click. Ugh. You know what movie is good for this? The movie with Denzel Washington and that little girl, where he would clap them things together. What's that movie called? Taken? Is that Taken? What is it called? It's not Taken. What's the movie with Denzel Washington and he was training that little girl? Lupita. Man on Fire. Nope, Man on Fire. Man on Fire. No, nope, it's Man on Fire. Man on Fire. Man on fire, man on fire, man on fire, man on fire. Yes, with Lupita. Mm-hmm. Good movie to watch. Good movie to have your kids watch. I mean, of course, without all of the whatever, but him training her, showing her what to do over and over and over and over and over and over. You see how that saved that baby life? It got chills going down my arms and legs. It saved her 400,000 without power in Cali. Well, I know RWOYUers ain't. Because I think I just seen Isabel now. They might not be out of power, but even if they is, the people that is in our community, they got licensed stuff and they cooking and they probably doing all that stuff right now. They like, yeah, the kids in there watching TV, they chilling, got their little stuff on and stuff. Hey, y'all. WORUers in Cali is good. If they went on and did their stuff, even if they is without power, they got power. They ain't in the dark. And they gonna eat good today. You said in Los Angeles and prepared. I checked on Isabel as soon as I got up. They still have power. Yeah, I seen she had posted something. I think she here right now. Or she was. I know. I saw Tone's video too. I reshared it on the thing. You said I'm in Cali and many people in San Francisco still don't have power due to the post follow from highway. Wow. We talked about that. Okay. Thank you. Does anyone know how long dry ice lasts? Not very long. You got to keep that freezer closed. It don't last that long, though. I love that the cousins are checking on cousins, too. Families is checking on families, honey. We is here. We locked in. That's what we're doing around here. We is locked in. I'm just excited. And I'm not excited that the bad things are happening. I'm excited that when the bad things are happening, the people in our community have what they need. That's what be making me cry. Because we prepared. Even if you ain't got all your stuff, you not out here bad. Solar and cooking and you got your... I'm excited. You know? I'm happy too. Because you in Cali, Miss Lady, ain't you? That part, Lizette. We prepared, not scared, and is. Oh, no, North Carolina. Okay, I'm sorry, Pumpkin. That's the other Miss. That's Miss Lady. It's Lady and then Miss Lady. I'm preparing for, good job. That's good, Lisa. Just came from Lowe's getting the window tint. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Your kids was laughing. Because they need to learn how to, yeah, these things are important. Do you know which way north, south, east, or west is? If you tell them meet me on the northeast corner, do they know which corner that is? We went and got window tint for our windows to black out the windows so people can't see. They got it on Amazon for our house. Like they got the reflective one, like you know how when you walking past stores and you can just see yourself in there. They got the dark. Like if you wanna black your windows out, you put the tint on the inside. I need to go make me some coffee, y'all. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. I still need to put mine up. I probably need to be doing that like now. I need one of my daughters to come down here and help me do some stuff. You have rainbow tint in your kitchen? Okay. Well, whatever it is, you just need something to wear. If all hell break loose, folks can't just see straight in your house. And then your kids run. Y'all, probably one of my projects today is starting on the frame for my toilet seat. I need to like unwind. Look what came yesterday. I'm so happy about this. My nail gun. So I can make my frame for my for my toilet seat I'm about to make. It's a nail gun and a staple gun. Oh yes. Tat. I gotta give me some nails now. Yes, it came, man. It's cool. This cool. You heard me? This is a cool little deal here. They didn't send me no. Oh, they did. Did y'all send me some nails and some staples? You have this one? Well, good. I just got me one. I don't know. It's called the Blimier. Just go look on Amazon. They be all different prices. Girl, find the one for your budget. Yeah. I needed one though. Cause that's like I be needing this. So I'm excited. I guess they did send me some nails, which is cool. Cause I'm about to build my shelf in my room too. Cause I can't take it. I got all them little bitty shelves and whatnot. And I'm just about to build me a little simple entertainment center, something like this, and paint it or stain it, and $60, and I'll be done. It's gonna be more work than it is the price. I know y'all do, Queen. That's so crazy. It ain't no brand that I be getting. Whatever's on sale is my brand. Whatever is on sale. This is Blimier or something. I don't know. Ooh, because I wanted not that one. The other one to match my other tools, but it is what it is. Ooh. But I'm so excited about this toilet seat. I got to figure out what I'm going to make for Joy because she got it. And so I got to figure out. But I want to make some kind of plaque or something, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do the tree or something. I don't really know what I'll make out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what I'm going to make. Like, what am I make? I can't even think of nothing right now, which is crazy. I got to make something, though, that we can all have. I just got to think about what that's going to be. A piece I don't want to make, like, no necklace or nothing. You know, this seems kind of cultish. So I'm trying to think of something that's not going to... You know, sometimes... I never had a little sister. But Queen... I feel like if I had a little sister, this is what it would be like. I never had a real little sister, but I feel like if we lived in the same house, Queen would be the little sister that I come in there and she'd be in my stuff. Like, I just came in here. Get out of my room. No, I'm sitting in here. Because I want to be in here. Like, I could feel that energy of you being just like, well... No, I'm just going to sit right here in your door. Well, I'm not in your room, all right? But you can't close the door. Yeah, but I got to make you something. I know you would. I already know. She would be that sister that I try to go to the bathroom and she stick her foot in the door and say, what are you doing? I'm trying to pee. Well, what are you doing, though? I said I'm trying to pee. Well, what are you doing? And then you got to scream, Mom, come get her because I'm trying to go to the bathroom and she won't let me close the door. Like, you know how you got you got them little bitty kids that you're like, why you do that? You just messing with people, just meddling. You said that's exactly what little sisters do. I have 4. Oh, God. See, yeah, I was raised in a house with all boys. So I can imagine, but I don't. And listen, I'm trying to tell you. I already know, cause she act like my... Listen, you said my kids. I'm not touching you, right? I'm not touching you. So you can't tell Mom I'm not doing anything to you. I'm just standing here. With their foot in the door. Then when you smash their foot in the door, you get in trouble. She been messing with me all day. Since we woke up, she been messing with me. Listen, I know how it go, girl. I watch my daughters, and I used to be like, thank God that I did not have to grow up in a house with girls. That part. Come on now. My last child's energy. My mom. You made me the, listen here. I have 4 boys and now a granddaughter, and it is so different. It definitely is. Girls are different. Girls... I used to tell my daughters, I'm so happy I wasn't born a girl. And they used to be like, Mom. No, I said, I'm so happy I wasn't a girl. Or something like that. And they're like, Mom, you're a woman. Yeah, but not really. Yeah, but not in the way that y'all is girls. I'm not a girl. I wasn't that kind of girl. Like, you mad at your sister because her makeup is cuter than yours, or all the girly. I didn't have anybody to do that with. My brothers didn't care about that. So then, like, that girly stuff, I ain't a girl like that. You know what I mean? I was happy to see girls around me because I did it right. So that whole, what? I wore that last week. And you went in my room and stole my shirt? Like, I used to be like this. This is how I walked around my house like that. I slept in my headphones for like about 8 years. That's why I went through so many pairs of Beats, because I slept in my... I'm serious. I can show you all of them. I got all of them in there in the box under my bed. They all broke up, taped up. Because, baby, on the toilet, I had Beats on. When I was cooking, I had Beats on. When I was sleeping, I had Beats on. I had Beats on when I was sitting outside, baby. I had Beats on all day. Noise canceling. Because I had teenage girls and they was going to fight about whatever movie and all of that. I already know you would. Yeah, like, And you know that's my Virgo kid. She the one stayed in my shoes. Think I don't know, but her feet water than mine. Like, I got a pair of boots that I know they probably wore when I was out of town because they busted them. They busted my boots. And I just found that out really recently, that I know one of them had my boots on. Matter of fact, one probably wore the white pair and one probably wore the other one. They might have all three had a pair on, because I have a pair of boots that I never wore, and the heel came off. How? And I never even wore them outside. They still had the plastic thing on the inside of them. So I know when I used to go places, my girls used to be in my shoes, because they, certain heels I had to give them to them because they be in stretched them out. That's how I know they've been in them, because they feet wider than mine. So when they put my shoes on, they don't know Mama ain't never wore that pair of shoes. So when they go put their feet in them, I know how they feel. Like, I put my feet in them to try them on, and then I just put them back in the box. I don't wear them around the house or nothing. So I would know the shoes that they done been in. I would know the shoes they done been in. All my stuff, little raggedy girls. They used to be in my stuff. They be trying to get in my stuff now. That's why they don't come here. Mom, what you got in this closet? Get out. If they don't live here, but my daughter say, let's go in there and see what we can find before you come here. We not finding nothing for me to bring to your house. It's always we when it's my stuff. What did you get us? What did you buy us? Ooh, Mom, you didn't buy us some. I didn't buy us, as in me and her. And every time I buy myself something, she think I'm supposed to buy her one too. Every time. She kills me with that. I think she got my pants. Hello from Fresno. How's it doing up there? Is y'all getting weather? So my stepdad is from Fresno. You might be kin to my stepdad. Nah, for real. That's where he from, no, Fresno. Well, he was born there. He didn't live there. What's mine is ours. Yeah, you sound like her. That's it. So let me ask y'all a question, and then I'm gonna get off and get up and get this house together, because I gotta put these boxes and stuff where they go. And I think it's packages I need to go get pick up. I don't know for sure. I don't know if I'll be doing that today or sometime this week. But I want to thank everybody that was here. Last night, and that listened to me cry and go off and be crazy, because sometimes I need an outlet. I want to thank every single person for that was here and gave me some kind words. Some of y'all inboxed me. I love y'all. Some of them I haven't got back to, but I did see them as I was falling asleep. Like, not look at them, but I saw y'all the messages was coming through. It's not bad. Okay. EJ, are you married? I ain't never even said hello to you, and you want to know my business? Are you married, EJ? How much you make an hour, EJ? How many stacks you got in your bank account, EJ? How many kids you got? Okay, well, there we go. Then you shouldn't worry about if I'm married or not. There you go. See? You just married about your marriage. Okay. All right. Well, good job. If I'm married or not doesn't matter. I'm happy you're happily married with 6 children, though. Good job. It just, some stuff don't be people business, you know? I love y'all. I do. But anyway, so the project for the potty starts. Now, hopefully, I don't be mess nothing up. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do it in a tub or something, cause y'all know I don't got a garage. So I'm gonna put it in a tub or something, and then try to do this. I done watched a few videos. You know, if you DIY something, you think you could do it, and then I do. So I'm gonna try to see if we can make this toilet seat. I'm gonna show y'all the one I got. And then we go. Now, if this don't work, I can just use this regular toilet seat. But I don't believe in things not working. And this one heavier than a little cheap one they put on there. This is the wood pan. The kind that slam down. It ain't that little cheap one. You slam this down, they gonna feel it. So I got to take this apart. Take all these pieces off of here. And then I gotta make my mold. And then let it sit. And then pour my resin. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna put in it though. You know, I ain't figured out what I'm gonna put like in it or what color I'm gonna make it. I gotta plan this out because I don't want to waste resin when I do this. You see what I'm saying? Because if I don't have a clear idea of kind of, it might just look like, I think I'm just gonna put candy in it. I think I'm gonna do like that lady because I really like that idea, and I can't think of nothing else. But sitting on the toilet of candy would make me happy. That I'm on the toilet a lot, so. Yeah, I seen it, but I'm gonna make one. I seen they made it, but it's that thin one. I'm gonna make it from that. EJ, the fact that you're a believer of God and you don't believe what God says makes me scary and makes me think you'll be one of the people. It's okay, Neek. Don't do that. Neek, don't do that. Remember, I told you we don't do that. Thanks, sweetie. The fact that you don't believe and you're not prepping is scary to me because the Bible said that a lot of people from the church was going to have to take the mark of the beast because they weren't prepared. They didn't believe. And so I don't have to take the mark of the beast because it ain't no rapture because everything is happening right now. You going to have to go and take the mark if you don't have nothing. I don't plan on taking the mark because paying with your hand is already here. You know, Amazon One, and it's in a lot of places. So it blows my mind that you're a believer and you ain't preparing. Because just like Joseph, when God told him famine was coming, at the end times, God said it's going to be famine. So why you ain't prepping? So you don't have to take the mark of the beast. It said you ain't going to be able to buy or sell without the mark. And it's going to be on your hand or your forehead. And now, wow, hopefully I did. Hopefully. Oh, you believe in the rapture, huh? It's a 66er. Sorry for you. Because the Antichrist was revealed 2 years ago. You know that, right, EJ? Did you know that? It's crazy how the Christians don't even know that the Antichrist was revealed, y'all. They don't know that's why the Euphrates dried up. They don't know that's why the fish was belly up. They don't know that's why the waters is drying up and why there's rivers. Like, God, y'all don't make me feel no way. Y'all don't even believe the Bible y'all read. Because it's literally happening in your face. And you don't believe it. So you're not a believer. I am a believer. Because everything that God told me in the Bible is literally popping up out. It's floods in places it shouldn't be. Earthquakes in Oklahoma, baby. You're not the believer. Because when you believe something, you get up and you move, like stocking your food and preparing your family not to have to take the mark of the beast. And this is why a lot of Christians is going to say, God, I did this, and God, I did. He said, you didn't believe nothing. You're an unbeliever because you going to say, well, my stomach was more. I had to feed my kids. God, you understand? No, I don't. You should have been prepping for the famine that I told you was coming. You didn't believe what I said. I ain't not the believer. The Bible says that mothers is going to give birth and run up in the hills and eat their kids, and you ain't preparing? That's spooky. Whew, Jesus. I thank God that he took me out of religion. Because, baby, to know that none of these pastors is prepping these people, and it's not 97% of California. Think about how many people go to church there. And none of them pastors felt that coming. None of them pastors told them to go get until it was on the news. God didn't speak to y'all spirits and tell the people to get ready because something was coming. Where y'all spiritual insight at? That's what I don't get. Y'all got all this religion, but no spiritual insight. It spooks me, and people are following y'all, talking about y'all know where, man, and y'all are clueless. That's scary. I don't want no parts of it. Because it's already already people, because of the spiritual insight that God gave me, we didn't have to wait for the end. They already done been using the stuff. And every single thing that God told me to tell them to get has been beneficial. And we didn't have to wait for the news to tell us. Because if the news telling you it's too late, it's already about to happen, or it's done already happened. But God gives you prophecy and tells you before. Baby, y'all don't believe. I believe it when I see it type people. And that's why the Bible say, don't be like that. Faith is hoping for things that you ain't seen yet, or believing in things that ain't there yet. If they don't see it on the news, they don't believe it. And even when they see it on the news, they still don't believe it. Their eyes are closed and their ears are shut. Exactly what he said. They was going to say, la, 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 la. I don't want to hear. And then destruction was going. He didn't say that the world's people was going to perish. He said, my people. The church folks. The church folks is going to perish. He didn't say the world, because the world, y'all said the world ain't his people. So why he saying y'all the ones going to perish for not having enough knowledge? He didn't say they was. He said y'all was. Now the sinners is going to be judged. But y'all, he said y'all going to perish. Because y'all don't believe. And your pastors don't believe either. That's why you over here like, oh, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hosea 4:6 said they refused to learn. So you're right. You won't know. You won't understand, because your pastor has refused to go any further than what his organization say he can. They listen to man over God, and I do not. I listen to God over man. So we be on it. It's a thump on the head. We be on it. You hear me? God ain't let us wrong not once. Not about the eggs going bad and it not being no eggs. 22, we bought powdered eggs, and then they killed all the egg-laying chickens. We bought powdered eggs, as many as sold them out on Amazon. And not even 3 weeks later, they killed over 9 million chickens that made 3 million. Each one of them chickens like three eggs. And they was 18 million eggs that wasn't going into the stores, and eggs shot up. God told us the meat was about to go bad. And then right after that, through the summer, baby, any grocery store you went through in the country, baby, it was stinking like hell. They was talking about all the refrigerators went out bad. Nah, baby, God told us the meat was going to be bad. He said the vegetables was going to go bad, and it wasn't going to be none. They burnt down the largest produce plant in France that supplies produce to the world in 2022. And not only that, they started killing the crops. In Mexico, in Switzerland, in Ireland, but we had already been dehydrating vegetables. We ain't worried about it. God's been telling us before. It come every time. He told us the power was going to go out, so we already had these. He said the internet was going to go out, so we got these. So when everybody went and watched Leave the World Behind, we already had everything that old boy had in there, because God told us a long time ago. We believe. And who's been happy that you did? Because we've been on it. Now everybody ever scuffling and going to get stuff 3 times as high. They're not giving out all them stamps. But baby, we're good. Water go bad, we ain't worried about it. We got water filtration. If they say that there's been some kind of chemical agent dropped in the air, baby, every one of our babies got one. We can go outside. We can go where we need to go. We can go get wood. Oh, we got wood burning stoves just in case. We can cook with a solar stuff and a gold sun. I can use, if they cut the power right now, it might take a minute, but guess what? I ain't got to go to no devil folks and get nothing. Y'all can cook outside. I got butane stoves, cast iron, tents. If I got to leave, what you mean? Because I believe God, because this ain't my world, and I'm not about the church people going to be hunted. They're going to be hunted. They're going to be hunted. So you got to be ready. But it's a lot of people. I told you their hearts is going to give out with fear. That's what the Bible said, because they don't believe. And it's okay, because we believe. And everything, because we believe, we've been ahead of the game. At least 3 steps on everything. So I don't care who don't believe it. We do. The 5 wise and the 5 foolish, they was all on the same journey, but some of them had to turn back and go back in the dark with nothing. They didn't get what they came for. I won't be one of those 5 foolish. I promise you that. Joseph was able to feed not only his country, but other countries because God told him it's going to be 7 years of good and 7 years of famine. If he would have said, oh, I don't have to worry about that because God told me, all them folks would have started it. Believing means you get up and do action. Not, I don't have to worry about it because I know. If the Israelites, when God told them my enemy was about to rain, if they didn't get ready, they was going to get slaughtered. If they was going up for war and they didn't listen to what God said, it wasn't going to turn out. They had to believe. Well, they was living in peace and harmony. What you mean the enemy coming? They ain't came yet. Yeah, because you don't know the dude over there is plotting on you. But I'm telling you, it's coming, so get ready. When they don't understand the content, listen here. I don't want to have to go to the one world government for nothing. And when they come and get me, just off with my head, because I don't care about this stomach. It's gonna go away. The pastor daughter inboxed me asking me, what should she get? Ow! What? You said you bust the PK head. Boom. You said what? You said bust it to the white meat. You said bust it to the white meat. Come on, Tara. We tearing up their religion, honey. We getting a relationship, baby. Come on. Mwah. Good job, girl. Bust her head open to the white meat. And we'll. You said what? You said what? You said what, girl? Ooh-wee. It's hot. That make me excited, baby. You hear me? That makes me excited. And she only 25. Come on, baby. God is waking me. He said at the last times he was going to pour out his spirit because the other folks been asleep. The other folks been asleep. I'm so grateful. Ooh, y'all, that made me excited. You just don't know where to start. Okay, so baby girl, I have 2 videos on YouTube. CERCA TROVA 22. Survival and Survival 2.0. I also have a link up here in my bio, and it's not everything, but it's most of your basic things. Okay? Ooh. Ooh. So, with that, I'm thankful that you guys got your stuff. I'm excited that we have all of our things. I'm very excited that God warned us. Yes, baby. Survival and Survival 2.0. If you type that in, those videos will come up. And just screenshot and be putting stuff in your cart, pumpkin. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. This is the thing. We ready. And maybe you don't have all your stuff, but you're not out here bad like all these people talking about what they don't got to worry about. We already know God told us that the cargo wasn't going to be running, and now they are the pirates. 2 years ago, pirates was not shooting down. I mean, maybe they was, but it wasn't worldwide news. The pirates were shooting down cargo ships and turning them over. But guess what? God told us, I wouldn't get a walkie-talkie, get a ham radio. God told us, right, that it wasn't going to be no cargo moving. So what do? We hurry up and got our stuff, the most important things, because now it's taking longer for stuff to get here, if it even get here, if it don't go down in the Red Sea or wherever they shooting them down at. You hear me? The trucks ain't got to be moving like that, which means no cargo is going to be moving. So then we have our things. The people ordering their stuff now, depending on where it's coming from, I mean, they could get it, but you see what I'm saying? Because now everybody is, oh my God, America might be going to war. So everybody's buying all this stuff where we knew this was going to happen, and we just was like, everybody was going to wherever they was at. We was buying our stuff 2 years ago and last year. Because we believe what God say. He said, in this time, this is going to happen. Hurry up and get your stuff. And so we did. And so we did that. And now we can sit back and chill and watch all the crazies run around and try to go get their stuff. And I ain't talking to nobody that's new here, because if you in here, God wanted you to be here so that you could know to prepare. That's it. If you got children, if you got disabled parents, if they hit the power for a month, if they hit the power for a month and you lose this, mommy and daddy don't have to be in the dark, because they can scuff their feet on the floor and it'll charge this light bulb. It's better than being in the dark or nothing. You can have the kids charge it. You hear me? With scuffing their feet on the floor. It's even doing that with me rubbing it. It's getting lighter. Y'all see it? With just me rubbing it. And I think these work in water. I'm not willing to put none of mine in water yet, but I think they do work in water. Some of them work in water. You hear me? Y'all see this getting brighter? And look, all I'm doing is doing this, rubbing it. And it's getting brighter. That's crazy. It is. It is on my list. Y'all see it getting brighter, and all I'm doing is rubbing. I'm not going to do it. Y'all already know what I was about to say. I'm going to leave it. Y'all already know what I was about to say. I ain't doing nothing but then I ain't going to do it, because it's church people in here right now. I'm going to be me. If you don't like it, go over there. Listen here. Ooh. So, with that, thank you to the people that listen. You put them in light bulb. You put them in light sockets. It's a couple ways. Some of them have, Queen got some like little plug things. I think mine came with that too. The little plug thing. So you would like, it's got a plug on the end of it. You screw it in and stick it into your, whatever recharge, like your generator or whatever. Yes. Yes. So with that, all of these things are important. And because we believe God, we went ahead and got our stuff. And I know y'all excited. I know, because we didn't have people that was in Oklahoma that was without power for the summer. They had their stoves. They was able to use their butane. They was good. They didn't have to worry. They might have lost their food, but they was still able to cook and heat water while they had no electricity. We had people up in New York that had to use their stuff because they were snowed in this year. When all of that ice and stuff came, and they had to dig themselves out, and they had their trenching tools and all of those shit. And they said there ain't no emergency coming. So we in here. You see what I'm saying? So it's been people that have already had to use their stuff since 2022. It's CERCA TROVA 22, and you just type in survival and survival 2.0. They're 2 videos, and you're gonna hear me talking, but just go through and get the stuff. Like once you see me holding some stuff up, just grab it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And there's some stuff in our Amazon bio up here on the disaster list, preparedness. Some of it is repetitive because when we first started this, they would buy stuff out in 5 minutes and wouldn't buy it unless it was the brand that I said. So in the beginning, there was a whole bunch of stuff down there. There was just multiples of everything because folks was buying everything out. Everything. You said and did right. 3 minutes sold out. We don't know when it's gonna be back in. We don't, right, Queen. We don't know when it's gonna be back. They done buy, hell, it got to the point where I couldn't even tell them about a book that I was gonna buy because they would buy it before I could buy it, so I could teach out of it, and then it wouldn't be no more. So then that lesson had to wait. Right, I couldn't even get it, so I learned with y'all. I learned with this family, baby. You wait until it is already at your house. Because there's stuff that I ordered right before I came on here and told y'all about it. And because I told y'all about it, and y'all might be closer to the Amazon warehouses than me, y'all got your stuff first. Because if you're closer to a Amazon warehouse or whatever it is, they'll deliver to you that day. Whereas mine, if it's a 3-day delivery and it's a whole bunch of people that get that dang today delivery before I do, then I can't even get the thing that I bought to show y'all. Petty. They taking a lot of books off the shelves. Yeah, I love them though. I love this family we have here. Who loves our family? Anybody else? Anybody else love our family? We have a great family here. Like everybody on TikTok be talking about family, but we actually created a real family over here. Not a hive, not a cult, a family of people that really meet up and talk to each other and send gifts and be there when folks be going through stuff. Like we really created a social media family, and it is dope, Queen. It is. It is. It is. I'm grateful. And you want to know what I thought about earlier today? And then I'm gonna go. I need to go take me a bath. Yes, I'm loving my new family. Thank you for accepting me. Oh, Dorica, of course. And bring some folks that ain't crazy with you. Bring them all. But this the thing though, like for real. You know what I was thinking about today? If this world is getting ready to get super crazy, which we know that it is, right? Guess what I was thinking about? Look at the amazing experience that God allowed us to have here for 2 years of connecting and crying and feeling connected to people. Whereas we might have all given up on people or been like, yeah, I don't have no faith in people, or you know what I'm saying? But I tried to, Miss Lisa. But look at the amazing connections and stuff that we have built here prior to all hell breaking loose. We actually got to see that humanity is not lost. Not all of it. Not everybody is selfish. Not everybody is a scammer. Not everybody try to get over on people. Some people genuinely do just care about people they never met in their life. We've got to see the love of God multiplied hundreds of thousands of times, really. Maybe even millions. Who knows? You hear me? You see what I'm saying? We got to have an amazing experience prior to all the ugly. I'm grateful for that. For a long time too, not a short time. Now we ain't had no, we only had the one meet and greet, but we got Zoom classes. We got to, see in people's houses and be laughing till we pee. Yes, being here has such an impact on my life. I thank God. Me too, pumpkin butt. That's my internet baby. That's a little CERCA. Yeah, I don't know. If she couldn't be my mom at my birthday. You hear me stepping in and yelling at it? I said, look at her. She coming down that Tennessee Mouse baby in them white boots, honey. I said, oh yes, that's my baby right there. Look at her. Go ahead, girl. My knees, man. Do it for your internet mama. I said, oh, honey, came through. I said, oh yes. I got 5 kids at this point, and don't forget your sister. I'm taking her too, so that makes sense. Listen here. Oh, that made me happy, honey. I was so excited. She came through clean. There it is. Go on in, baby girl. Go on in and do your thing. Go. Do it. Oh, that made me so excited. I don't know why. Oh, I saw myself, honey. I said, I already know what be going on, girl. And you got that Pisces thing hitting with it too. Listen here. Girl after my own heart. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you. She'll make me smile that hard to see that baby walking down, because I know, honey, I used to step through it. I said, God, please fix my knees. I got all these beautiful heels, but I don't want to go rolling down the hill. So, can you fix my knees? Please. With some cheese on top. Can you? Goodness gracious. Ooh wee. I'm trying to tell you. Oh. Yeah, it's funny. I love y'all. But for real, all jokes aside, I'm very grateful for all of our connections that we've made here. Ooh. There go Miss Ida. Okay. So are you okay? Wait, y'all. We got a Cali report. So what's going on where you are? Did you post a video so we can see what's going on over there? Not in your house, but in your area. You did? Okay. Okay. It's bad. They don't work no more, girl. It was scary as hell. So is it over for y'all or is there still more coming? I wonder, has anybody talked to Tony this morning? He still asleep or Jasmine? We had 68 mile per hour winds. It's over for the most part. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. It's a lot of people in Cali. Yeah, I told y'all. That's why I was worried last night. Now they talking about a coastal storm on the east. Well, northeast, south, and west. That's how they do. Mm-mm. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna chill for the rest of the day. I don't know if I'm getting back on or not because I got a lot of stuff and I want to start this project. So I might just be listening to music for the rest of the day. I don't know for sure. But I'm definitely happy, yeah, that y'all all right. This is so crazy, family. Girl, it's all right. Don't. Y'all don't apologize. But we have rain and T-storms, lightning, and showers around 2 p.m. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what's making me happy, though. Everybody in the WOUIU community is sleeping like Jesus was on the boat. Y'all, how y'all just knocked down in the world is coming to... Listen here. You hear me? Wait the... all the Jesus, all the WOUI people like, oh yeah, I'm about to go to Tom said I was asleep all day. It's storming, I was asleep. Come on, Miss Ida. Oh, Pumpkin, I'm happy you listen. We just talked about that. But you know what, guys? This is why we got to be obedient no matter if everybody agree. Whatever God tell you to do, it don't matter if people don't see it right now. It's for later. Do y'all remember? Every time I tell y'all something, I say, y'all, it could be for now, but it definitely is for later, the things that I tell you. And look, yes, I thought Jesus was coming, knocking at the door. I'm trying to tell you. You said, yes, Lord, Dr. B. I'm trying to tell. Warning come before destruction. We talked about a portent. It's a warning before something bad is about to happen. But most people don't want to hear the bad, so they ain't never ready for what's coming. They're never prepared. You don't never want to hear nothing bad. You always the one, oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Well, maybe if you listen to the bad that's killing your vibe, then you wouldn't have to have so many of those things. You hear me? You hear me? So the people that want to hear is always the people that's in the situation. And then expect you to jump up and now it's an emergency. No, you didn't have to be in an emergency. You would have listened to what I told you. I told you the emergency was coming. But because it didn't fit in your plan today, then you didn't get ready. Well, coming to help you was not in my plan today. Because you ain't seen how it is outside. So now I got to put myself in danger to come try to help you when you could have listened and been in your spot. No. No. And people get mad when you won't deal with their BS. Is you crazy? You had the same opportunities that I did. And I kept telling you and you kept getting the attitude and you didn't want to hear it. And now I'm supposed to put myself in a situation to come. No. And people don't like to hear that. Well, I didn't like to hear that you didn't want to prepare because I knew you was going to be saying this stuff. But what do we do now? The egg is already broken and we can't put it back together. We can't. It cannot be put back. So once it's broken, it's broken. Once this crap start, it's starting. God ain't stopping because you ain't ready. God ain't stopping because you don't have your stuff. God ain't stopping because you want to live your life. He's not stopping none of these pains and these birth pains and all of this stuff. Like, he ain't stopping it because you ain't ready. He is not gonna say, oh, okay, I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna try to his word is gonna come at the appointed time, baby. So whether you ready or not, it's coming. And that's the truth. You don't have to be ready, it's still coming. And you putting it off don't make it not come. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You hear me? You hear me? He ain't stopping nothing. He's not about to back up none of this because time is winding up. If the doomsday people talking about moving the clock up, what you think God's saying? They only mimic what he do. He don't mimic them, they mimic him. My dad already at the door and they talking about he coming. Nigga, he done got out the car. You better hurry up and get your stuff. Daddy at the door. Hurry up. Daddy at the door. You better get your stuff. Daddy at the door. Daddy at the door. Hurry up. You about to put the key in. Just because you don't want to be ready don't mean I'm trying to tell you. Listen. I'm trying to tell you. Fumbling, looking for his key, trying to give us a little bit more time. Even though he know the exact moment he gonna open the door and be in here. Not some, girl. Most is still sleeping. You're welcome, Miss LaShonda. I'm just happy y'all listen. We got a little bit more than 8 people. we got a little bit more than 8 people that listen. You hear me? Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. We got a little bit more than 8 people that listen. You hear me? It hurts my heart that friends and family. We not. Nope. It don't. I'm not. Remember I told you we're not doing it? I love you, but Miss Lady, we not doing that. We're not talking about it hurting our heart no more, because that's gonna keep. Look, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it do, but it don't. It do, but it don't. And I'm trying to tell you, because if you stay focused on that, it'll make you not move, and I can't. They made their choice. Why'd you sad about a choice they made? They made that choice. They made the choice to not listen. They made the choice to not get ready. So then that take the weight off of me. It ain't like I didn't tell you, and it ain't like I didn't tell you over and over and over and over and over and over again. Do I think about it? Yep, but I can't be worried. Like with my kids, I got 3 grandkids, technically 4, with this my other baby. And if they parents ain't getting ready, hey baby, if they parents ain't getting ready, that's the choice. They gonna have to look in their baby's faces hungry. They gonna have to look in their baby's faces cold. Like, I got y'all what I could, but I'm not buying everything because y'all can go out and buy Jordans and shoes and Shein and all, and go eat and all of that. This is a choice that you gonna have to look in your baby's face and say, Mommy don't have nothing to feed you. And Grandma told me, but I didn't listen. Who watched The World We Left Behind? Who watched it? Thank you. Who watched it? Could they leave? Could they leave? Could they leave the state? Could they leave wherever they was at when the tragedy happened? So why y'all be thinking you gonna be able to get up and go? You ain't. So if you're not prepped to hunker down in your place, you gonna be hit. Highways packed with Teslas. And old boy just recalled all of them. I just screenshotted that. He just recalled all of them again. For, like, officially recalled them all. Crazy. I think it was yesterday. Yep. Oh, February 3rd, 9:44 p.m. On Fortune magazine, it said Elon Musk has to recall nearly every Tesla sold in the U.S. because the warning lights are too small, and it's some BS. This is some other stuff. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, with that, I think I done broke this now. I love y'all. I'm about to go. But yeah. So if that don't tell you to get ready, if that doesn't tell you to, I mean, they were trapped in that space. Come on, Riz, that part, baby girl. Ain't that so pretty, baby, laying on your lap? I said, oh, look at him. He's so handsome. No. Listen, I'm just happy we ready. I'm happy we ready. I'm happy we are ready. I'm happy, even if you don't have all your stuff. Like I said, you're not out here like the rest of these folks, like with nothing. Them babies don't gotta be scared. Them babies don't gotta be cold. You got some food, some pasta, some beans, some rice, some canned goods. Maybe if you had to stay in for 6 months and then you have to start going out, y'all good, and that make my heart happy. And we got books to read. We got the kids can still watch TV. Something is better than nothing at all. It is. Shanika, yep, my husband and son, 2 listens now. Come on now. I love y'all. I'm about to go try to figure out how to make me a toilet seat. That part. I'm about to go figure out how to make me a toilet seat. So I love you. I love you too, Pumpkin. Kiss your daddy on my but kiss my brother on your forehead, on his forehead for me, and tell him good job. Sleeping in the bottom of the boat. Tom woke up. He said, "Yeah, I've been sleeping all day. I've been sleep all day." Girl, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take a while because it's a lot of work. I need to get me a sander. I have a sander, but I don't know if that or a buffer. I don't know. I might already have it and just need to go out in the storage and see what I need to get. But I love y'all. I do love y'all, and I got.